Hey, what's up, guys? I'm here to give you a Raw review. This Raw review happened on, well, this Raw happened anyways, on April 28th, 2013. No, not 2013, but 2014. Let me just check. Yeah, April 28th, 2014. I didn't really feel like watching the pre-show or the backstage pass because I just wanted to just watch Raw straight through. Um, but we got JBL, Michael Cole, and Jerry the King Lawler on commentary as always. And John Cena comes out. There's a cage in the ring, and he cuts the promo like Bray Wyatt did on SmackDown. Um, which I should mention that yeah, which I should mention it. I guess he kind of just talked. I kind of missed it because there were a bunch of people screaming at me in the background, so I kind of missed it. I also just remember now on SmackDown that Luke Harper and Eric Rowan defeated Cody Rhodes and Goldust. Anyhow, he comes out and he's so shocked. He asks why the fans would vote him into that handicap match he had with the Wyatt family, which is Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, and Eric Rowan. Um, and he says he thought we had some good times. You know, I've had some good. He was shocked. And another thing that happened is he was all shocked and stuff. Yeah, hold on. I'm sorry. Oh, he was like saying how when he got drafted to Raw, um, that the plates went nuts, and now the place is going nuts. But I guess, but it's different now. Times has changed. He's changed, and the WWE universe has changed. And he says that he understands that he's gonna have to step down eventually and let the new stars come up. And he mentioned the stars that are gonna be big, like Paul Hain, no, Cesaro. He mentions Bad News Barrett, I think. He mentioned Daniel Bryan. He mentioned Adrian Neville, the NXT champion. He mentioned Sami Zayn. So I thought he meant Roman Reigns. Um, all members of the Shield, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose, and he talked about how all they're going to become stars, but Bray Wyatt's a different kind of person. He just wants to spread this message to take over the world. And he says, but at least at Extreme Rules, I have him alone in the cage, but his message has to be kept in. And if Bray Wyatt wins that match and walks out of the cage, his message will be brought out, and then it will be Bray Wyatt versus the world, and the world doesn't stand a chance. And then the Wyatt family thing goes off. You know, when you see the goat mask and then yeah, all that stuff. And yeah, what ends up happening with that is they come out and you hear like these little kid. Um, it sounded like a little boy singing he's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. And you're like, what's going on? And then you see these choir of little kids um, singing that song. And the Wyatt family come out and Bray Wyatt singing along with them. And then he has them sing, he's got the whole Cena Nation in his hands, which is what Cena calls his fans. Um, and then he sends, he's got the big bad monster in his hand. And I thought this was really good. And then Bray Wyatt blows out his lantern, and then they're all wearing goat masks, and he's even laughing with one of them, the kids with wearing a goat mask, while he's on his lap, which was really funny. Well, really cool, and not funny. This was good stuff. I like that the choir was kids, because usually, if it was adults, it really wouldn't make a difference, because the adults hate John Cena anyways, but the kids like John Cena, and he's all in disbelief that they're starting to fall for it. So I really hope that John Cena loses at the pay per view and Bray Wyatt comes out on top because I think that would be good stuff. Um, Later on, though, I'm just gonna cover this. Renee Young tries to interview John Cena. He doesn't say anything, and then when she finally ends up saying something, John Cena is all back to his old self. So that kind of ruined that. I liked John Cena in this state, but he says he's gonna take out Bray Wyatt and stuff, and I'm actually afraid that's gonna happen because of what happened on the show. But I really liked the choir stuff; it was good. I really think Bray Wyatt's a win, so they'll even 1-1, and then he'll get inside John Cena's head even more. And then you got the next match. You got Jimmy and Jay, the Usos, defending the WWE Tag Team Championships against Ryback and Curtis Axel. This was a good match. The Usos do their normal dive that they do on the outside. But this time, one of the Usos gets injured. And I'm not really sure if this was work or not, um, because it looked like he landed kind of bad. So the other Uso is getting dominated by Ryback and Curtis Axel, and he's holding his own. The medical doctors are attending to the other Uso, and eventually, though, he gets back on the apron and he ends up getting the hot tag, and he tries to do everything he can, but his hurt knee is kind of getting in the way. So Ryback ends up spine busting him, and he kicks out of it. And then he hits the meat hook clothesline. And I actually thought he was going to hit the shell shock for the win, but the Uso with the hurt leg rolls him up, but he kicks out of it. And then he tags in his brother, the other Uso, and Curtis Axel ended up getting the tag himself. Um, the Uso with the injured leg kicked Ryback. Curtis Axel hits the perfect flex, and then the Uso with the good leg hits the splash on him and gets the win, and the Usos retain the tag team championships. I was actually expecting new champions because um, one of the Usos got injured, but no. So I actually liked this match. I really didn't know what was going to happen. And then we got some shit matches. I'm not really going to talk about when that guy that's going to be in, I don't even remember his name, when he was in the Wolverine. That's going to be in that Wolverine movie. I really just was playing games on my phone during this match. I actually have this new game now called Sky. What's it called? Jumpy Shroom, and it really is fucking pissed me off, so I was trying to beat that. Um, Paul Heyman and Cesaro are backstage, and Cesaro's asking him about Rob Van Dam, which is RVD. You can call him RVD for short. And he says that what RVD said was true, but he made RVD a star, and he can make Cesaro a star too. And then we get Cesaro versus Jack Swagger. I don't even know if this is the next match. Zeb Coulter was at ringside for Swagger. Paul Heyman on ringside for Cesaro. Eventually, Paul Heyman goes and pulls on Cesaro's facial hair. No, Zeb Coulter's facial hair. And Cesaro hit the German suplex on Swagger for the win. It was kind of eh. I like the match on SmackDown was a lot better. Sheamus fought Titus O'Neil. Titus O'Neil, I guess they're building him up as this new Titus O'Neil. And he ambushed Sheamus from behind, and then once the match started, he got bull kicked and lost. So, yeah, that was a very new Titus O'Neil for like 30 seconds. 3MB finally won a match. I don't know, it was Drew McIntyre and one of the others. I think it was Heath Slater. And they beat the Lost Matadors, which is Diego and Fernando, also known as Primo and Epico. They finally won a match, but Lost Matadors are so losers that the bull has to attack them afterwards. They can't take the loss like men. They have to be pussies about that. I'm trying to think of what else was boring about the show. Let me see what else was boring about this. Del Rio versus Cody Rhodes with Goldust at ringside. Del Rio wins with an arm breaker, and the Cody Rhodes and Goldust still aren't getting along. I like that they're building that, but the match between Del Rio and Cody Rhodes wasn't anything special. Alexander Russo fought Xavier Woods with R-Truth ringside, and R-Truth and Xavier Woods ended up fighting off Rusev. Truth attacked him before Rusev could win, which caused a disqualification. It was alright. I guess they want to make R-Truth, I guess Xavier Woods look strong going into pay-per-view because they're going to get annihilated by Xavier Rusev. Let's see if I can, I'll just name some more shit stuff. That's about it for the shit. RVD ended up getting interviewed too, and Zeb Coulter wanted him to join up with Jack Swagger to take out Paul Heyman and Cesaro, and he refused. And then we get RVD versus Bad News Barrett in the finals of the Intercontinental Championship tournament. This match was okay. Before the match, Bad News Barrett gets on his podium, which actually was good, and he talks about how RVD hasn't been relevant since he was in diapers, and that they should call him BNB. And I think the crowd started chanting that, which I was expecting the crowd to do anyways. And then We got the match, and the match actually wasn't that bad. I was expecting a little bit better, but it was good. Cesaro ends up coming out, and LBD to try to cost LBD the match. Swagger attacks him from behind, and they stop brawling. And then LBD tries to give Bad News Barrett the no, the 5-star frog splash, but Cesaro gets on the apron, RVD kicks him off, and RVD goes for the splash. Barrett gets the knees up and hits the bowhammer elbow for the win, so he's going to be facing Big E for the Intercontinental Championship at Extreme Rules. And then LVD. Afterwards, Cesaro attacks LVD, and then Swagger attacks Cesaro, hits the gut wrench powerbomb on him. Then LVD kicks Swagger in the head and hits the 5-star frog splash on Cesaro. So I read online that they're going to do a match at Extreme Rules between LVD, Cesaro, and Swagger, which should be good. I think they should have. I'll get my predictions out when I make the video though. Anything else I should mention before I get to like the next two things? Kind of, I like the next two things with the highlights on the show. That's about it. So then the hyping up Stephanie McMahon apologizing all night. She's gonna apologize to Daniel Bryan, so she calls him out, and Daniel Bryan's not gonna buy this crap. Which why should he? I mean, Stephanie McMahon's the one that released this monster Kane, and he's in a neck brace, which I actually was thinking he better be in a neck brace or something because he took 3 tombstones. I'm glad they actually used the injury. And they ended up, he says that, you guys haven't wanted me to be WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and you've made my wife suffer through all this, by drowning me in water, slapping me in the face, everything, and I told her to not do anything because I can handle this on my own. And Stephanie McMahon just apologizing to him, saying that Kane went too far. She said that she kept the monster contained tonight, because throughout the whole night, they would go back in the locker room and zoom his mask in the glass box that where he would keep, because that's where he would keep it when he was corporate Kane. So it shows that, and then to show how sorry she is, I think she makes a match. The match is going to be Paige, who defending the Divas Championship against Brie Bella. And I guess the winner faces Tamina Snuka. So the match is next. And Daniel Bryan is going to be at ringside. In case something happens. And Stephanie McMahon's cool with that. And what do you know? Right after the match was made, Kane's mask is gone. I don't know. So clearly Stephanie McMahon was behind it. The match between Paige and Brie Bella for the Divas Championship, it was just really to set up Kane come out. It wasn't anything special. So then Kane comes out, well, his thing goes off, and Bryan's waiting on the stage, and I knew Kane was going to come out of the ring, but it was still cool, and he's trying to pull Brie Bella out under the ring, but Bryan's attacking him, but Kane pushes him, and he lands on his neck brace, which hurts his neck, and then he grabs a wrench and hits Kane with the wrench, and the match is going to be an Extreme Rules match. I don't think I mentioned that. And he gets Brie out of harm's way, and then Kane sits up and chokeslams Daniel Bryan, and the medicals go to treat them right. And Brie gets back in the ring while Kane's in the ring for some odd reason, and to check on Daniel Bryan. And Kane starts to pull on it again, and Brie ends up escaping and running off, and then Kane does his flames, which was good. I like that they made Kane look like a monster here. I don't think this feud should be over afterwards. I think what you should do is have Bryan maybe win by a shock and Kane then destroy him afterwards, I think that would be good stuff. And then I'm just going to go, and then backstage, Daniel Bryan's getting checked on by the medics, and Stephanie McMahon comes up and apologizes, and actually, but before I should mention this, the medic was asking Bryan if this hurts, and he just goes, no, no, no. Stephanie McMahon apologizes though, and says that, and Stephanie asks if Daniel will be able to compete at Extreme Rules, and Bryan says, I will be at Extreme Rules, and I'm gonna fight with everything because you're gonna regret bringing my wife into this. And Brie actually, by the way, is all traumatized after what happened with Kane, and then what ends up happening is Brie Bella ends up telling Stephanie, get out of here, you bitch!" And Stephanie McMahon's all depressed. So this was good stuff. Um, Now I actually, if you see me on Facebook, my phone's being really weird. I posted. I'm gonna read the post to you. I posted this on Adam Finch, Owen Finch, and Owen Finch account, and I'm gonna read it what I posted. Where was Nikki Bella when her sister and brother-in-law was being attacked? Like, I understand, I don't want to go down there, but she didn't come up and check on her, check on Brian, nothing. I just thought that was a little weird. Um, I was just thinking that. Anyhow, then trying to remember what. Oh, I'm going to talk about the Shield and Evolution. They talk about how Roman Reigns is going to face Randy Orton in the main event all night. The Shield is backstage. They talk about how there's the future, and they're gonna take out the past. I think they said something like that. And before the match can really start between Shield and between Roman Reigns and Randy Orton, Ric Flair comes out, and he actually talks about how this is the most dominant group. They have everything that going for them. They're the future, and he's looking at Evolution, and he talks about how he's part of Fortune, Evolution, and all that, but he actually talks about the Shield. So he gives the Shield his condolence, and he walks off, and the Evolution's all pissed. So we get the match between Orton and Reigns. It wasn't long because the show was kind of running out of time. Um, and Eventually, Triple H had attacked Roman Reigns on the outside, so Ambrose and Rollins, who were at ringside, and Batista was also at ringside, attacked Triple H and Batista, and Triple H throws Ambrose into over the announce table, and then Evolution starts beating the shit out of him. Throws Reigns into the steps, and Reigns actually ends up winning by DQ, I think, because of this. Or something they did earlier, and then just beating the shit out of out of the Shield, and then eventually, as they're beating down Ambrose and Reigns, Rollins comes up and hits a knee on I think it was Orton. I don't remember. And then no, I think it was Triple H, and then they fight off Batista and Randy Orton. Reigns spears Triple H, and they go about to triple powerbomb him, but then Batista and Orton come in with chairs and the feet and the Shield fight them off, and then that's how the show ended. Um, and I thought that was good. I hope I think the Shield still will win Sunday because they did get their asses kicked before this. So I think the teams are going in this looking even. So I mean, I guess I could maybe see Evolution winning, but by Ric Flair costing them. But I don't think so. I don't think Ric Flair's gonna play a role in this. You never know. Um, what was I gonna say though? Oh, and then it's announced on SmackDown that it's supposed to be Ambrose defending his United States Championship in a 3-on-1 handicap match against Ryback, Curtis Axel, and Alberto Del Rio. I'm not really sure what they're going to do with that. I'm assuming maybe the Shield will take out Ryback and Curtis Axel, and it'll just end up facing Del Rio, and Ambrose will still retain, and the Shield will take him out. But I think that should be good. And tomorrow on main event is going to be tonight actually on main event it's going to be Sheamus versus Bray Wyatt. That's going to be good. I'm going to check in. I'm going to tune in and watch that. But that's pretty much it for my Raw review, guys. I don't really feel like saying all the stuff in the description box. You know what to do, though. Just click on that stuff or put it down in your Snapchat. No, I'll say it. Subscribe to this channel, Wrestling Fortune 44. Subscribe to Own the Talkinator. I made a video yesterday called something about spiders. Subscribe to CM Brothers, where me and this kid named Adam from Way Here make videos for you guys. Subscribe to CM Live Reactions. Add Owen Finch, and Adam Finch if you want to, see that post I posted. And you can also add Owen Pitteridge as a friend on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter, Owen the Birdman. He also tweeted that too. And add me on Instagram. It's like at the bottom. I think it's Finch Owen or something like that. And then add me on Snapchat, Birdman105, and add me on Xbox Live Wrestling Fan 44. So that's pretty much it, guys. Peace out.